Power, trade, promise. Ethiopia steps into the AfCFTA era. Next month, Ethiopia will plunge into Africa's 3.4 trillion market and is doing it with $7.2 billion export surge and brand new mega dam powering its ambitions. The question is, can it turn momentum into a lasting transformation? Hi, I am Samia Mohammed and this is Analytica Today. In just a month, Ethiopia will begin trading under African Continental Free Trade Area, a move that could transform its economy and redefine trade across the continent. It's a pivotal moment, coming just as the country records its highest export earnings in history and prepares to switch on the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam in full. These are more than just milestones. Together, they could change Ethiopia's role in Africa's economy for decades to come. But integration and development bring new challenges. Today, we explore what AfCFTA really means for Ethiopia and Africa. First, what is the AfCFTA? Launched in 2021, the AfCFTA is the world's largest free trade area spanning 54 countries, covering 1.4 billion people and targeting $3.4 trillion single market. It aims to remove tariffs on up to 90% of goods, harmonize trade rules, and boost intra-African trade, which today accounts for 50% of the continent's total commerce, compared to over 60% in Europe. Ethiopia ratified the agreement in 2025 and has now cleared all procedural hurdles, submitting tariff schedules, setting rules of origin, and securing market access commitments. For decades, Ethiopia's exports were focused on distant markets like the UAE, the US, and the EU, mainly coffee, oilseeds, and textiles. That meant high shipping costs, long delivery times, and vulnerability to global market shocks. Now, with AfCFTA access, Ethiopia can reach nearby African markets faster, cheaper, and more competitively, potentially reshaping trade flows across East Central and even West Africa. And this shift comes at a time when Ethiopia's trade performance is already defying expectations. Over the past 11 months, Ethiopia earned $7.21 billion in exports, a 121% jump from last year and 157% above government's targets. Mining revenues doubled, driven by gold and tantalum sales. Agricultural exports like coffee and sesame climbed sharply, while manufacturing, especially leather goods and textiles, found new buyers. And next month, this momentum will get an even bigger boost when the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam begins full operation, adding up to 6,450 megawatts to the grid. That's more than enough to power Ethiopia's factories, expand rural electrification, and sell surplus electricity to neighbors. Trade access plus reliable, abundant power could create a feedback loop. More production, fueling more exports, and more exports funding further development. But the opportunities come with clear risks. First, competition inside AfCFTA. Countries like South Africa, Egypt, and Kenya already have stronger industrial bases. If Ethiopia's manufacturers can't match quality, price, and delivery speed, imports from these economies could undercut local businesses. Second, logistics and infrastructure. AfCFTA benefits only materialize if goods can move quickly and affordably. That means Ethiopia must improve highways to port, expand rail capacity to Djibouti, and invest in cold storage for perishables. Without these, products may miss delivery windows, eroding market share. Third, digital and customs systems. Cross-border trade depends on modern payment systems, harmonized custom rules, and quick cargo clearance. Without them, tariffs might be eliminated on paper, but delays and informal fees will eat into profits. Fourth, inequality in growth. High-performing sectors like mining and energy risk overshadowing agriculture where most Ethiopians work. If policies don't ensure smallholders and rural producers gain from AfCFTA, benefits could concrete in a few industries and regions. Still, the convergence of AfCFTA membership, an unprecedented export boom, and the GERD's completion is rare and strategic. If managed well, Ethiopia could become a manufacturing and energy hub for East Africa, supplying everything from processed foods to industrial power to a continental market. The tools for transformation are on the table, but how they're used will determine whether this is a lasting leap forward or missed opportunity. I am Samia Mohammed, and this was Analytica Today.